Mm.
See if we can zoom in a little bit more here. Oh, that was too much.
Mm. Mm.
Perfect. Two people have come on. Welcome,
Mm.
welcome. Okay.
Greetings. Two is a crowd.
Yes.
We make three and four with you and with all the spirits. We are hundreds, beloved. Blessings and peace.
Blessings and peace.
Welcome to you. Thank you for coming forward to draw many souls to come together at this time. So important to gather in heart.
We get good at chit chatting, don't we, Chung Fu, whilst people pop on to the live.
Well, you know, it's a growing art, isn't it? How we can gather consciousness at this time to all work together. So important. And everyone in your own way to do that in your own life against all odds. And so indeed, welcome, welcome. We open this temple of light for you all today to gather here and invite those spirits to come forward who love to work together on the inner plane. We welcome all the guides, helpers, family relations, ancestors of all those coming forward at this time. Breathing deep, connecting to the earth and to the heavens, to the cosmos, to all the planets and all the intelligences and all the beings who at this time are focusing upon the earth. There is an extraordinary power, focus of concentration of the light upon the earth at this time, of course, causing a lot of shadow. So my title today is Hold Strong in the Light. So in the light, that is the important thing. And whatever you see, you know it's lit up by the light. So wherever there is the greatest light, there is, of course, the greatest shadow. And it's not that you didn't see the shadows within you, around you, all around you on the earth before. You certainly did, but never as extremely as now. And this Christ light shines so strongly that we honor that light, that creator light that is coming in now, coming into all your beings. You must be feeling it. It's so strong. And you've got a very big full moon at the moment. And really to understand yourself in relation to the cosmos right now, because it's a cosmic time. The planets are lining up. You know, the sun is going through enormous changes. The earth as a planet herself evolving. And understanding within you that the whole universe, the heart, the mind, the intelligence that vibrates through all matter, all of creation is moving, is evolving. It is a peak time of evolution and change throughout the cosmos. But there is a great focus upon the earth. There's always a focus upon evolution. There's always change, transformation happening. But at certain times, it becomes focused in the intensity of all these species and light beings, extraterrestrial, intraterrestrial, cosmic, divine beings, angelic beings, ascended beings, focused upon this gateway of transformation you, all human beings, are going through at this time. What a time to be incarnate in a physical body. How much you need to keep that focus from, you could say, from a high place, from an overall cosmic perspective on the smallness of your humanity, rather than being stuck in the smallness and feeling, oh, I don't know which way to go. I can't control it. I'm just rolling along. And feeling all of that, nevertheless, remembering, don't get stuck in it. Yes, it's true. Vast powers are moving in the cosmos, divine powers, and equally oppositional powers that are, well, shall we just say they're not divine? We won't call them anything, because for us, they don't really need to have any part in the light, in this enactment. We just need to know they're there and expand the being beyond being in any way potentially affected by those whose powers are not of the divine source. So remember this. The only reason there can be that dark negative presence is if you believe in it, if you give it energy. Now that's happened for eons. And there are beings who actually embodied that presence, that energy. And so, yes, it is vitalized. It is created from the goddess force that has been given over, believe, has been given to that reality throughout the cosmos, not just here upon the earth. So, of course, yes, it has some energy. It lasts as long as it can corral your mind, your heart, your imagination, so long as it can engender in you fear and negativity, anger, all of that negative emotion, of course, wonderful gift for those beings. So that's why we work the way we do. That's why we work to come in and for you to own every part of yourself, negative, positive, all of it. You don't leak it. You don't go into dissociation with your higher self. You don't go into any kind of collapse mentally, spiritually. Why? Because of faith, because of love that you are, because that is what we call the work. The work is where you grow your faith. You grow the power of your love. Like a gardener grows their garden, you are 100% committed to the work of growing you. Because come on, beloved ones, you can see how much you can grow. You are here to grow more beautiful, more strong, more present, more connected. You have so much potential, every single one. However, it is a commitment. It is a decision. It is a path. It is a treading. It's a walking. It takes every day for you to decide again. Oh, yes, which way was I walking? That way. Ah, yes, where's the light shining? That way. Yes, I'm going to do my practice. I'm going to do everything it takes to stay on this path of light. To hold strong in the light is not a small phrase. It is huge. It is all encompassing. It is everything that you are, everything you feel, think, and do that holds strong in the light. Yes, it's a way of being. It is an isness of your presence here. And when you start to practice that, everything changes in your life. And whatever is publicized, whatever is declared, shouted from the rooftops, has no effect on you because you are creating this day. You are deciding how you interface with the divine source, God, goddess, the universe, all of creation, all of the wonder that's at your fingertips. You decide. No one else gets to tell you how you think, who you are, what your soul is expressing in this moment. No one gets to tell you that. You determine it right from inside you. And that is why this time is so significant. And it's ongoing. Yes, not going to stop. It's not going to be suddenly, oh, that's good, that's done. The dark has suddenly disappeared. All those beings who were making such a mess, they're not, they're not around. No, it's not going to be like that. It's going to be you getting stronger, influencing more people just from the love that you are, just because you are just abounding, radiating cosmic presence, faith, knowledge, wisdom, love. That's how you change hearts. And this is where you prove, if you like, on this journey to yourself and then ultimately to all those who you love and who love you, that you are one with the divine, that you are flowing with divine presence and energy, that you who hold strong in the light can be depended upon. And so you start to attract more of that energy. And you begin to realize, oh yes, right, of course. I'm the creator of my life, of my destiny, of my journey. And it begins with a divine presence, with acknowledging the divine presence, with acknowledging my own beauty, well-being, acknowledging that I am of this light. Really, you could say, well, there's nothing to do other than to be this light, until someone comes along with a great big shadow and casts it before the light, so that you just, hey, what happened to the light? I can't see it. Where? And then you realize, oh no, wait a minute. Something has happened in this relationship where I have allowed this presence to cast a shadow over my heart. My heart that is connected, that belongs to me and is connected primarily with God, Goddess within me. This heart is a vessel of divine love. I'm 100% connected. I'm a vessel of pure creator love now, in this moment. Just come in for a moment and just breathe. Let go of mental processes. Be in that simple, open-hearted, receptive, expanded, loving place within. You may have many questions. We may answer some of them, but realize the only real question is, am I in love, in the state of love right now? I open my heart. I breathe and remember the gifts of life that I am so fortunate to experience. The feelings, the extremes, the lows, the highs, the negative, the positive, the dark, the light. I'm having the very experience I contracted to have, to come here and feel everything and know that I am not of this body. I am the living spirit. I am the light incarnate in this body. I am the light. I am the inner light shining through this mortal frame, this body of flesh, blood, and bone. I inhabit, I am limitless, infinite, eternal, unconditional love. I am. Just breathe. Allow yourself to feel the presence of the light. Very relaxed, very open. Knowing that others are with you on the inside. And as soon as you say, this is the time I'm opening to receive divine light presence, well, they start to join with you, to expand your light body, to help you relax, to receive that which to your mind is inconceivable, beyond the mind, the glory, the glorious presence, divine presence, creator presence, the light. And you are in the light, holding your human self strong, holding with your arms of light your beautiful human creation, your creation. And in your heart, give yourself full permission to take care of this creation with all your heart. See that this is your instrument, your body, heart, mind, your human self, your instrument to radiate love. It's your instrument to help your soul grow as you experience the duality of this earth, of this third dimension. You understand more and more the powers of your creativity, that you can change everything. In this moment, you can decide. How extraordinary. There's a divine presence within you, for you can decide. You can choose. You are not trapped. You are not stuck. That is an illusion. You are free. Nice deep breath. Say it a lot. I am free. My heart is open. I am available for the light to flow through me. I am a vessel. This divine presence radiate here upon the earth. Thousands and thousands of souls are here to help humanity this time. Love is pouring in. The presence of the light, as soon as you open your heart, is vast, all-encompassing. We are being lifted up into the arms divine. And from this place of strength and holding, of love and total faith, look out. Look out into a suffering humanity, a humanity that is also awakening from suffering. Send that love out. And if you know people who are suffering or who are closed or who are confused or misled or misguided or suffering in that way, perhaps unconsciously shut down, disabled, paralyzed emotionally, mentally, unable to think or feel, in your heart, your mind, lift them up. Lift them up, just so the angels and all the ascended beings are aware from your mental noticing of individuals, for your prayers matter. Your noticing matters. I notice these people, this family. I notice others who have come to my attention. I bring them to your attention and I let them go. I do not carry. This is not my purpose. My purpose is to be an intermediary between the divine and the ascended beings and the angelic realms and the human places of lostness, confusion, despair, fear, anxiety, pain, suffering, cruelty. It's not my job to heal the world. It's my job to be very, very present for the divine beings. Have access to everybody, every being throughout the cosmos. It's my job to see, to make connection on behalf of those who cannot see and cannot make connection. I simply notice. I simply intercede with this prayer. So together, beloved ones, as we move forward into this next time, for every time is significant, every time is a time of transformation for a period of time now, very strong. So as we feel the light power, the Christ light so strong now, in thousands and millions of hearts and minds radiating, illuminated beings who see the light. So we see that light stronger and stronger in the heart of humanity. And we see it spreading into every nation, into every village, into every town, into every human being, into all the creatures, down into the earth, around the earth. We see the Christ light, the creation light, radiating into hearts and minds, into communities and families. We see the light dissolving structures of darkness that have no power anymore, though they seem to, though they even shout that they have. There is no power in the old structures now. So whether they tumble today, tomorrow, in a week, a month, a year, they will tumble. They are tumbling. And the structures of light, the edifices of faith and love, of beauty, truth, harmony, are growing. They are golden within the etheric realm, coming into being, coming into form. As you speak and share and sound and reveal, as you feel the success of this light pouring in now, and you know you have all been part of raising this light and making it available in the world. Breathing deep. I am the living spirit within. I remember I came here to be part of this great evolutionary process of change, transformation, rebirth. I understand that many are still awakening, coming into the light, coming into the understanding, seeing the simplicity of how the shadow is raised by the light, coming into a deep understanding of the necessity to walk with the light in the dark places, in each being, and in every part of creation, not just on earth, but everywhere this dialogue exists. And each one is vitally important. Each one of you working here with Chung Fu and other beings, connecting right across the globe. You're also connecting right across the star spheres. You're also connecting deep inside the earth. You are the points of connection between many realities, between many intelligences, but above all, you are the connection to the source for those intelligences. It is a timeless, nameless, silent, vast place within you where you are able to hold strong in the light for no other reason than the pure love that dwells within your heart, the Christ light that shines in you, and that you know deep within yourself that this is your special time here on earth. And that working together now, we are literally birthing, at first in the realms of light, the vision, at first being perfected, all of your visions and prayers brought together in a great symphony and harmony of co-creation. As you listen, you're listening to each other. I think that. Yes, I feel that. Oh, I agree with that. Yes, yes, yes. As people become less afraid, as all your tools of communication become more opened up, brave, courageous, expansive messages coming through from every level, through many channels, conduits, through you, through each one. Your perfect way is shown to bring that simple message forward. We are the beings of light, of the rainbow light divine, of all the colors of the rainbow, in every possible sense. We are the rainbow of light. And that rainbow of light is in all the colors of love as well, in all the colors and ways of expression of men, of women, of boys, of girls, of all of the earth and all of the elements, of all of the cosmos, stars and planets, of all of the dimensions of being, all of the frequencies of light. What a wondrous universe. Feel the gratitude in your heart, and that each one of you, knowing the depth of the truth of the divine within you, is deeply loved, honored, valued, treasured, held, protected, and safely guided at this time here upon the earth. And whatever it may seem, the shadows that are trying to get in front of the light, get in the way of the creation power, this new creation is wondrous. And it comes into being right now. It's already coming into being. And you are the holders. Strong in that light, you hold your vision of this earth being a place where life thrives. All that is life, all that is love, and all that is light and beauty and truth and harmony and peace, well-being and abundance. And any of those words that I mentioned are worlds, are realities. Peace. Contemplate the feeling of peace. And every one of these words can come forward. I hold strong in the light of peace. I am the strength of the light of peace. I hold strong in the light of abundance. I am the strength of the light of abundance. I hold strong in the light of faith in the divine. I am the strength of the light of faith in the divine. I hold strong in the strength and power of my love. I am the strength and power of my love. The light shines in my love. I am the love. Feel it so deep. Let the light shine in you, beloved ones. It's why you're here. Though you have been through a dark, dark passage and perhaps still feel there, I remind you every day, invoke the living spirit that is within all things. The living spirit that is the divine source of all love. The living spirit that is the light within you. Any doubts, fears, experiences of pain, negativity, remember, you're passing through them. You came to remember and to evolve more light, more love, more power, more divine power of your presence. But how are you going to know about that, where you are within that, unless you experience that pressure that comes from the opposite in the third dimension and the fourth dimension? These are the dimensions where you are working to refine your soul, to strengthen your being, and to eventually move into those higher dimensions of light where you don't have to measure yourself, you don't have to know, you don't have to work in that way. You simply are that which you say you are. When we create these affirmations, they are leading you towards that level which is true. Your higher self is always there. But this is a test to be in the third and fourth dimension and remember that higher self. That is another matter. To be able to manifest that higher self in the physical and emotional and mental worlds, that's your work. Your mind will argue with you. No. Well, we can do that sometimes, but we got all this terrible dark stuff to deal with. We got to kind of get involved with it, get our hands dirty, get our minds dirty, get our hearts. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you can just see it for what it is. And you can still pass through it. You can still meet it. You can still touch it and realize how very dirty, stained, how very dark and different and just not something you understand. These negative polarities, these beings who are bringing pain, suffering, terrible torment and misery upon many of your brothers and sisters, you can't understand them because you are of the light. And you did not turn away from the light. You may have got wounded by the dark, but you didn't turn away. You're here. And with all your heart's compassion, understand that there are those who are still growing in that suffering, in that belief that this darkness, this pain manifesting in reality brought forward by beings who are blind and have forgotten the divine, that this has any lasting power. It doesn't. It's very temporal, literally. It has no energy, no longevity. It is not infinite like divine love and light, but it has the energy you give to it. That's how it gets energy. It literally rides on your energy, feeds on your energy, and that is what is frightening to some people. They feel they can't get away from that. They don't feel they have any power. You have as much power as you have faith in divine love and light. That is your power. And so some spin round and round, just at the edge of where they could reach the light, but not quite, not quite. And perhaps you will reach out a hand and just say, come, I will hold you for a while you remember who you are. And again, many of you do that, and you must not get pulled back into those negative realities. You have to be strong. If you're going to hold your hand out to someone who is very taken by the entities of the negativities, you have to be very strong and remember what you are doing. And that is why we are here, beloved. Many ascended beings are here to help you, to give you balance, to remind you who you truly are when you do reach out to those in trouble and sometimes get sucked in and filled with a lot of negativity. You have to learn to recognize it and then reach back out to us, beloved. For we are always holding strong in the light, and we are always here for you. So feeling inside yourself today, we will perhaps see what some of you are individually going through. For always remember your experiences are very valuable to each other, and to hold strong in the light for each other. This is very, very important at this time. So as we are coming forward to you today, and if there are some of you gathered that would like to have a word, bring forward your reality in some way, talk about how you are and what you're experiencing, we'd be delighted to hear from you. So I think perhaps Jerome is there. You there, Jerome?
I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
Let me go and
Yes.
have a wee look.
Mm-hmm.
See who the brave ones are that want to write in.
I think that was a little bit of a prompt, don't you? If you want to share a little bit, it's very good for each other. You don't have to have a question. You can just say, well, for me it's easy right now, or for me it's really especially hard right now. It's very interesting what you are experiencing on the earth.
One second. Well, whilst we're here, don't forget, everybody, that we can still use these platforms to shine our light, and that's what we need to do.
Well, the platforms are rather in need of light. So let's give them a good wash down with some cosmic light, because there's quite a lot of negative presence, isn't there, as well? So we'll be the light department. There are others, of course.
Okay, just going on the Chung channel. This is our 300th video.
Oh, that's
nice.
That's rather
nice
good.
Round number. Happy New Year, Chung family and tribe. Happy freely.
Greetings, dear one.
Hey all, Happy New Year. Happy New Year. From Stewie, Shola Bay, Happy New World, Janet Jenkins, Happy New Year to everyone. I read these out because
not everybody can see them, can they?
Well, when the live is left up, some people go live using Zoom, but I'm just using a little Lindy converter lead, so we're just going live from the phone itself, but not using 4G, which is great. It's a very good feeling to do that. But that's why I'm reading out what people have are writing in the chat live here. Janet Jenkins, Happy New Year to everyone. Sacred Love Healing, that's Charlie Wilson. Big love to all the spiritual warriors holding the frequency of light during these epic times. Charlie, Rainbow Warriors of Love, we've got this. Matt.
Dear Charlie, wonderful, dear one. Great love to you, all your family.
Yeah. Leela, yippee, found you. Rachel, greetings all. Lovely to be a part of this meditation and join in. Caraculito, I'm not sure who that is, but that's the beauty of YouTube. Sometimes you don't know who's who, and that's lovely and mysterious. Wishing you all peaceful and abundant New Year, Chung Fu family and Rainbow Warriors. Tino Broberg, Happy New Year to you all from Spain. Elsa Field, Happy New Year everyone. Love and blessings to all of you. Matt, so grateful we have Chung Fu. Cats Cowley, hey beauties, thank you for this transmission, always, and for yous. Anya Berry, oh hey Anya. Blessings to you all, wishing you a happy new year. Thank you, Chung Fu and Sally.
Wonderful. What a gathering. Wonderful.
Abby Freely, Jerome, may I ask a question? Yeah, please.
Absolutely.
Please do, yeah.
You may all ask a question for another while. Yes, indeed.
Derfro, my crown chakra is feeling very full of pressure and with headaches, etc. Have you any advice?
Well, beloved, Chungite. And also get your fingers like this I got them like a sort of how would you call that? Like I'm holding a ball and put them on my head, each side, and I'm pressing down because you've got a lot going on. You've got a lot of communications wanting to come through. But if you put your hands on your head and you don't, you move the skin, if you understand me, the skin over the bone. So you're holding the skin of your scalp and you're just massaging round and round and let your jaw drop. You kind of make that kind of sound. Let a yawn happen. Go right back at your thumbs under the skull at the back of the neck. Basically massage all the pressure points, but with quite a lot of pressure. You can pull your head down and pull your neck slightly at the back. Move your head around because you got a lot going on inside there. You've had quite some intense uh, beings of light with you. And so there's a place where I think you've spent quite a lot of time alone as well recently, and there's quite a lot communicating. So you need to make some sound, maybe communicate here and now if you can, bring anything forward. I don't know if you can't speak on here, can you, Jerome?
No.
All right, they can't speak.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
she Derbril does have my WhatsApp number. She could ring me on WhatsApp.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Speaking
Leela,
is good. Speaking is good.
yeah, you're welcome to phone in. We can maybe do a one-off phone in. Leela Wilcox, no question, just to say thank you. I'm going through deep heartache, heartbreak, loss and grief, but also experiencing the most divine moments of clarity, knowing and downloads.
And I think also, Leela, you need to realize the being is with you, very strong with you, masculine being, gonna guide you, gonna make sure you get to the right place in terms of your relationship with the masculine. Is a really strong presence here. And so you didn't lose anything. Well, yes, I understand. Of course, miscarriage is very big. It's a very big event for your body, heart. But I just want your mind to know that this being came in and is not going. It came in. It was the way the contact was made. So I'm just reminding you of that for your heart, beloved. All is well. Peace. The moments of light are important, and that's why. Peace.
Yeah, I'll just tap my phone on Derbril, but sure, let me just turn it on. Derbril's going to phone in.
Oh, good. Yes. We have our ways. That's good. I think your voices are very important because you're all workers. You're all light workers. You're all gathered here. You're a special tribe. So you need to hear each other. If you've got something to say, please, let's hear it. And perhaps another time, if there's a platform where we can have speech, that would be good, Jerome.
Yeah, we'll try and sort out Zoom at some point. I'm not familiar with Zoom, but my beloved Elsa knows how it works, so we figure it out. And then I think, I'm not sure if I'm correct in that, but
we can
always have people can just phone me up on the telephone. I think a lot of people do that as well with shows. Okay, let's. I'm trying to phone on Derbril. Oh, here we go. Oh, there we go. She was calling, but it's... Here we are. Hello? Hello?
Hi.
Greetings,
How are
dear
you
one.
doing?
Welcome.
Oh, God. It's lovely to hear you.
See, that's it. We can manifest it.
Oh, gosh. Absolutely. I'm just going to turn the sound up so I can hear. I think that might be a bit better.
We can hear you.
Oh, good. Yes. Now that's much better. I've put the sound up. So, yeah, I was just asking. I've had this headache thing going on since before the winter solstice, and I was going to joke and say my head feels like it's going to explode, but it actually does. And it's quite uncomfortable. And I was doing those exercises, as you said. I am spending a lot of time alone. I'm needing a lot of time alone. I'm painting a lot. but maybe there's more as well. Like you're saying, these beings want to come through. Should I be doing more than this, or writing, or?
So can I ask you a simple question? You know, you did a healing work about a week, maybe 10 days ago, was it?
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah.
Can I ask you whether the headache came before or after that?
Oh, actually, before, but it had stopped. But it definitely has come in since, and I did wonder about that because the timing was tricky. You said to do it for 3 days. I could only do it for 1.5 because I had to leave here and come back. And I visualized, I remember as I was doing it, you know, you said push those beings away. I was like, well, where am I sending them to? So I visualized the door and that they went through a space and I sealed it up when they were gone through.
Perfect. But however, what I'm saying is when you got in touch with that situation, I think that's when if you track it back, that would be when, because it's right up to your limit, that situation. And you know, I gave you that little possibility. It wasn't a challenge, but that, you know, you wanted to do something. So you did that ritual, but it was right up to your limit. I mean, it was big, it was strong, and you know that you did meet them. You actually know you met them. You had an actual. So basically, it's almost like you can say you're paying a price in a certain way because it's stretched an element here in your psychic. It's a psychic headache. It's a psychic headache. It's where, you know, it's pressing on you. Yes, there are light beings. When you deal with the dark, you call in the light. So what it is you called in some big presences, and if you imagine it a bit like, you know, you've got this massive energy now, what are you going to do with it? Now you said, what am I going to, you know, what the thing is, I said do it 3 times over 3 days, but because it really, that's the point, is that you have to have 3 strikes, if you understand. You have to have 3.
Oh, I had more than that. I did. I thought you said every hour or every couple of hours. So I did it literally every hour on the last day. The last morning I did it every hour. I did it about 10 times. I just kept doing it basically. I set the clock and I painted, and then I went back and did that, and then I painted, and I just kept the light. Oh my God, so strong. It was like I was so clear that they were out, and so that was the last morning.
So all it is, you've done it your way, and that's absolutely fine. But what we see when you there's it's, I have to stop now really here, but we'll do some private work on it. But what it is just relax, you know. Try to also understand it's about the eyes as well. It's around your eyes. Put some pressure on the eye socket, you know, when you pressure inside underneath the eyes, go right round the eye socket with the pressure points. Make sure in your whole face you can do a kind of pressure with your own hands. You understand me? Go around all the pressure points. You're releasing pressure because the amount of light you raised, it acts as a kind of pressure. Do lots of exercise as well around your shoulders. Rotate your head and your neck. You've got to release and make sound. You've got to release some energy, basically. All right?
Peace.
Okay.
Peace, beloved. Great love to you.
Thank you.
Nice love.
Happy New
Great
Year.
love.
Thank you.
Great
Bye.
love.
Ciao for
Happy New
now.
Year.
Bye,
Peace.
lovely. Yeah, also Shungai is really great for eye healing.
That's it.
All right, so we'll do 3 more questions, and then we'll keep it short and sweet.
Peace,
Okay.
beloved.
So Matthew Binns, dear Chung Fu, will you be doing any courses in 2021? I'm sure we will.
Most certainly, dear one. We'll let you know. Don't
Abby
worry.
Freely. Okay, the other night I was saying my prayers and affirmations before I went to sleep. I was overtaken by anger, pure anger, and my prayers and affirmations stopped. Then she says, I tried, went over the limit. I have asked my guides and helpers, but when I go to practice, I get rage. What is this, please? I know I am a light worker, but the phrase that came up this morning is I have never really believed in love. Not true. So where is this from, please?
Greetings, Abby. All right. So the light workers are having to deal with a lot of generic rage in humanity. As a woman as well, you're dealing with a lot of, I'm still going to call it generic rage, though it is personal as well, about the wounded masculine, about the failure of the patriarchy, basically, that you are in, about the takeover of very negative, by very negative forces of, well, large swathes of humanity and damage to humanity and to the earth. So this is a very, how would I say, authentic. It's, yes, it's a rage. Yes, it feels very personal. Yes, it feels like you're in touch with a place that has never fully experienced the enlightened masculine love. I'm going to call it masculine, but it also involves, of course, the wounding of the feminine. So have you actually experienced that depth of love that your soul knows you are, as our meditation was today? So it is about an observation from a seer, because you are a seer, you see really clearly of what wounding and damage has been done by the negative forces. And that does involve you. There's a place where you have also embodied your part of that story. But the rage is actually a release so that the love that is underneath can actually surface. So rage is what is on top of the hurt love. You know, the fear comes before the rage in the sense that you're afraid. The rage is your power. It is a very powerful primal force that is in you, and you're afraid of that. So the anger shuts down the deep love that's underneath. It sometimes starts as grief and loss, this feeling of loss, and you have been in those places as well, but you're afraid of that power. So I say you, humanity, the human being, has to work very hard to face fear. And again, you've done your amount of that. But what it is that when you call for the deep love, the rage, which is in the way, you could say, has to release. So I'm putting it rather simply, but I think you can understand me. So let it come and express it and explore it and have faith that all is perfect in that way. And it is the love. Peace.
Peace. Janet Jenkins, thank you for your message about holding out a hand to people but not carrying others' baggage. I had a dream this morning about carrying baggage that didn't belong to me. Great confirmation. Blessings.
Peace. Well done, Janet. That's wonderful. That is the most important thing that you have to remember when you are on the path of the healer, you know, the psychic, the light worker, the reader, you know, any of those paths that are basically bringing in the light. You have to have that relationship with what we're calling the dark, which is negativity, belonging to others, the baggage, you know, whatever you can see in them, and not having hold over you. Otherwise, of course, you become impregnated with those negative forces. So well done. Peace, dear one.
Peace. Lila says, thank you. Does this masculine have a name I can use to call it in and communicate with himself?
Carlos.
Wow. Beautiful.
Well, he just said, you know, you would have called me Charlie probably, but I'm Carlos.
Awesome. Thank you. Damon says, I'm getting stronger and more certain. I have a question about the technology, but this is not the platform, so I'll save it for another time. I mean, you can write
I
it.
know your question, beloved. I understand. There's a lot of technology which is coming in a threatening way. And what you have to really hold out for, and in that sense of holding strong in the light, understand that technology is technology, and you're absolutely right. It can be used for terrible, destructive, and negative purposes. And I absolutely honor that you can see that, because it's being sort of waved in front of your face like a red flag, and it's true. And it's as true as any of the other negative forces being, threatened, that you are being threatened with. However, I say to you that you and all your beloveds, all your friends and all your associates and all the beings of light at this time are in that business, if you like, in that purpose, in that creation purpose of using technology in the beauty way, and that all this technology can be converted for the golden age. It's not a technology-less age. It does not have to be that everybody sinks back to the Stone Age because they don't want to use mobile phones, computers, or any of the technology that now surrounds the earth and is indeed in many other places within the cosmos. Not at all. It is all about consciousness. And that's why I say to you, work with your consciousness and be with the light. Hold strong in the light. Be the vessel of divine love always, and understand you will be guided to where that technology is beneficent and not harmful, whether that's the whole earth or initially a part of the earth. Just hold fast to your vision that technology can be used in the beauty way to connect with the divine, to be an instrument of the divine, just as everything and everyone and every part of creation has that potential. That is your universe, beloved. Peace.
Peace. Sandra Stoddard says, Happy New Year, great tribe. Greetings from Sandra.
Greetings to you, Sandra, and great love and healing for your body, beloved.
Yeah, Charlie says, I yearn so deeply for somewhere to call home. Going through this global situation whilst having no stability has been such a stretch. Praying to all the guides and spirit beings for a nest.
Yes, beloved, you did certainly put yourself out there for those initiations, and you've all been strong and gone through very, very tight portals of evolution, transformation. You will see, all is well. It's perfect. I know it doesn't feel so, it's such a stretch, but you have done very well, Charlie. So, great love to you. Hold strong in the light, beloved, because you are strong in the light, but you have to, in that sense, believe in yourself for a little while longer, as these are times which are not, well, shall we say, they're not, they're trying to detract from your power, not give to your power. So you have to claim your power. You have to bring it in. You have to do it every day. I know you do. And that's what's happening. And at a certain point, it's not that far off. But as I said, I think your mother asked the question, how long are we going to have to wait before we can either move around freely or create our reality freely? And I did say it's not immediate. It's anything between 3 and 9 months. I'm not trying to say you're going to be in exactly that situation you're in, but that's the kind of opposition still trying to muddy the waters. They won't succeed, but they'll try. Peace.
Janet Jenkins says, thank you, Chung Fu. Abby Freely says, thank you, Chung Fu. And Leela says, love it, thank you. I have a pure white cat called Carlos, so the spirits also have a very good sense of humor.
Oh, I love that. That's wonderful. You got a white cat called Carlos. He must have seen that.
Yeah.
So that when you stroke Carlos, you're going to remember Carlos.
Yeah. Charlie says, love and blessings. Maybe to finish up then, Chung Fu, we could have some sort of beautiful affirmation practice mentioning,
oh, yes.
including all of these things that you mentioned.
So just a few affirmations. You don't need many, really. I am holding strong in the light is a really good one. Because when you feel those storms, and there are going to be some storms coming, some upheavals, political, financial, social upheavals. People are very stressed, as you have probably noticed. And those who don't particularly understand, they're very, very stressed. So that's why it's holding strong in the light is an actual affirmation. I am the living spirit of the pure light divine. I am the living spirit of the pure light divine. I fill my day with the light of all the colors of my soul, radiant and radiating. I fill my day with the light of all the colors of my soul, radiant and radiating. Every day I open my heart to receive the love from the source of all light. Every day I open my heart to receive the love from the source of pure light. On the days when you feel the swirlings of uncertainty, negativities pouring around in the world, people afraid, anxious, despairing, feel yourself expanding your entire aura of light all the way out as far as you can see. I dwell within the safety of my light body. I dwell within the safety of my light body. I am protected by hundreds of beings of light who walk with me every day. I am protected by hundreds of beings of light who walk with me every day. My spirit family is connected into the web of light, of life, of love all around the world and all around the cosmos. I draw the divine light into every cell of my body to heal places of pain and tension, places where negativity is stuck in my body. I let go of all the pain and negativity from my body, physical, emotional, and mental. I let go of all the pain and negativity from my body, physical, emotional, and mental. I give thanks for the most extraordinary experience of being incarnate here upon the earth. I give thanks for this extraordinary experience of being incarnate in a body here upon the earth. I give thanks for all my senses, my physical well-being. I give thanks for my capacity to feel, my emotional well-being. I give thanks for my capacity to think clearly and receive the insight from my higher self, for my mental well-being. And I give thanks for the overlighting protection, love, blessings, peace, grace, and beauty. I give thanks for the power, strength, wisdom, inspiration, and for the healing and compassion of the all-in-one divine presence deep within me, deep within all beings. Blessings and peace to you all, and may the next year in your calendar bring you the manifestations of your visions that you are putting forward now. Blessings and peace. Thank you for coming to spend time with me today. Great love.